Omemu nsam ne ama wodo osede ayensa aka ne abo ano anyimre no nsi aka sebo a ye ne etiefuo ebechei utie free peace 104.3 FM so okay 101.7 neat 100.9 nimi ansa wo shepa sabaka junction Accra enweti hello 101.5 FM wadum Kumasi Ghana man temye dunsi assistant regions oti yanka kasa fidie be se duesia nim ne ekire kwamnone a be se duasa peacefmonline.com ghanatoday.com so abode yetiefo kwa obenya bia kan de edi kase bonimu akotene bini
dom kuma o mrahye bedwafie de adese de ato mrahye bedwampe mpanyin anim se oma kwama electoral commission ansan ya bato di ntwa ekoso ene vote transfer hodro ekoso no onfa ho ama ne ebonyina emeto mrahye bedwa anim.
There's a need for the electoral commissioner and her team to come and brief us.
Edom kuma kroya no mugina wo manan so eno mo de to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumi a wotu Frankama NPP ama yuko no na bedi eche Dr. Matthew Poku Prempenim se wo munya edom kase mrahye bedwafo no no mo mra mrahye bedwa meya adwuma isanse adwuma bebregu enso mo tu edi wo mo achi ene wo mo eye campaign.
The flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumi, must release the MPs to come to Parliament and work. The running mate, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempenim, must release the MPs to come and work.
Enyuma yefon ka mu kodi atu dwase nyame ya domo a July kita onsabo so mini de to so dunum womo ete etua ni nyina efa hotels makomako enan ya woton no eho na Rock City Hotel womo de krata babonten se enigi anu womo wo senkasa hotel si womo bekọ akoto no afei de womo mpebio nti womo atwe womo ho. Ewihwemo foforo bi aba ewo Menhia South abato empesua so na todwa ese womo a ejina apre na womo abe di mrahye bedwa konwa ewo Menhia no na ejei bafo ono ena ni nyina hwe no se anhwe yi a na wadi enkonim.
Overall no opani ba ko a ne din de lawyer na ejei bafo ewua enem se na ho de ne wosoro pa e wose studio amiensa ni nyina so.
Na University of Ghana so Edin shahudo bi egwakwamo ehwe kwan a yendwumadi ahodo a eboa ya setena mu abrabo no yebetimi ede aboa mobrowafo ya wom so edoso pa ewo yemu wei ene senkan ahodo enanwumre ya bobo ni nyina no esinkonwa ede besomo.
Osons Chemist at the Osons Gale Capsules a Buama immune system young or din kutia nyarwa yade nka won to form da MTI ya sorobo afanu nyanko akotokro nkasoro network ne so edese High Sense Ghana ewo home appliances ya papa yade siesie fie ne office Amin Scientific Eba and Alternative Medical Hospital allow shafi erade na yaresafo Dolphin Roofing System border so mane ya akono se wasi dan na wi a fakodan no Novus Industries and Trading Limited or the anomaly papa bejaso ebi to say coconut milk drink original flavor melon banana pineapple budget cash and carry brew jeans energy drink 20 years still counting Serge Mekoya Daruma amansan tiame kwabena mafo ena
Mame biama kwafo ena donhwere ba kontem yetiremu na yede kasebo no abesom afensem no eni edom kuma mrahye bedwafie ena omde adese diato efie no mpanyimfo enim ese wommomode ahwese wombetwe dwamtrene ya wonna da electoral commission abato abedwako ano ababe pm mrahye bedwam na nansan ya voter registration exercise ye course voter transfer exercise ye course no electoral commission emra no fa ho ama ne bonyina emeto mrahye bedwa no enim na Saudai mrahye bedwani honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafia Makpo wonno peja sansemi ebra majority chief whip Yera Frank Anodompre edi dwumadi ahodo a na wotwefofre ba ko wramu no womo ebedi mrahye bedwafie hono mo etudwa na no eno edi tudwa kire mu ese wohwe womo ho bon abato mu mrahye bedwafo no ankasa na oman Ghana obi apese ohunu na wotwe mienu dwumadi a womu di ye no eho amane ebo.
and the limited registration, 2, transfer of votes, 3, compilation of the proxy list, and above all, the mop-up that they intend to undertake sometime 3 weeks from now. Mr. Speaker, particularly because of the peculiar difficulties we had in conducting these activities in our respective constituencies. Mr. Speaker, for the fact that MPs as stakeholders contributed immeasurably, the activities would have failed because we have had to transport people from long distances for them to register. So we need to be brief. Equipment also failed, so we need to be brief as stakeholders. So there's a need for the Electoral Commissioner and her team to come and brief us.
Sa jumadie mienu yi a ekoso beboama emfiempi mienu ene aduonu nan abatoi akoso senia South Dime Rashibedwani epeje mu no ena Tamale South Rashibedwani Honorable Haruna Idrisu ono so edna no etumu ebiese hu behia se posisa hene ena afeso no soafo no na hwa manwe eso nso womba be epiem Rashibedwafie na wombe kire Rashibedwana hobo a womo aye ede twen December abosome to sonson abato no.
Battling for survival, battling for our seats, battling for the presidency. The Inspector General of Police, supported by the Minister for Interior, will also have to come and brief this House on their preparedness for the deployment of security to supervise the election and to keep the elections away from fear and intimidation. So beyond the Electoral Commission, we will need the Inspector General of Police to come to this House and to also tell us. Then, Mr. Speaker, on the Electoral Commission, I see the Honorable and not on prayer and they serve on the committee. With the EC, why Parliament must hear them, it will be ideal that we hear them even before mid-year review of the budget, so that we have an understanding what is their financial requirement for the conduct of the presidential and parliamentary election. Has government met them adequately, reasonably? Halfway, we need to know. We don't want an instance where the EC will say we are faltering, we are not living up to our constitutional mandate because there's been no releases from the Ministry of Finance, or what we have requested or demanded has not been provided. This is very critical for the protection of our democracy.
Na owieye na majority chief Webiera Frank anodompre ono so di to dwase wo de nhye gu akwan mu na wo mama kwan apedate ya Electoral Commission dwemteni ebebe fi ho na de ekoso voter registration exercise ne voter transfer ni nyina ode ho amanebo abetu fi nanim.
We'll work on it to have some confirmed dates, because the practice has been that table office will have to write to the commissioner or the commission, and she will often have to get back to us for a date to be confirmed. That is when we can program the commission duly in the business state. But it's a valid observation, and I will want to assure my colleague that something we are going to pick up. He also related to a number of concerns at the Ministry of Education. I think they are very fluid concerns on recruitment and all that. Already, as he's aware, we have programmed the Minister for Education to appear before on an equally important matter. What we will do is to relate same matter as you raised him and check if it is possible for him to deal with the striking lecturers and the matter you raised as well. And not forgetting the peculiar concerns relating to your constituency.
Ene a oti ye yahudre ya South Dime Rashibedwani Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafia Makpo afei Tamale South Rashibedwani Honorable Haruna Idrisu na Ensomo Regime Rashibedwani oye Majority Chief Whip Frank Anodompre Emmanuel Akoli ene William Gentu ene Buansem ya no bae
na Adam Kuma wa Rashibedwafie ene wode adesrede ema peni a wotu Frank ama MPP amanyuku Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumiane na bedi echire. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempese. Esuafo no a womu di na ti baabi a womu kwa ya mrasebejafo no. Womu nya womu na womu mra parliament mra meye adwuma. Na enwanwa se mrasebejafo kwa asetena minority for the oma boma sebe. Obatu ani ase majority wonom no. Womu tuetuemu baako adaya yesi womu kwa campaign. Ena baby a sampenimfo nyina befa no na wonum so di wonum ati wase wode adesrede edema se wonjan samra sebejafo no wo nyina mra parliament emra meye adwuma deputy minority whip a wasaya mra sebejeni ma adese wo banda Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim and watrese Emra sebejafo adom kase no womu mpe asetena bakra womu nkwate a yeso womu di mpanimfo achi kɔ campaign womu ka kyerɛ majority caucus ne sɛ efiri nade kɔ minority fo nso so saade no so kra next week will be amra parliament.
This is serious. So the member did not just count a person. Mr. Speaker, the constitution must be respected. What I want to say is that, Mr. Speaker, I'm a deputy whip. My boss is here. The flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, must release the MPs to come to Parliament and work. The running mate, Dr. Metopoku Prapɛ, must release the MPs to come and work. Other than that, we will invoke Article 102 and 104 and raise quorum. The Constitution must be respected. You cannot be breaching the Constitution and seeking for renewal of mandate. We must be serious in this house. And Mr. Speaker, if that is not done, when they invoke the Constitution and call by 15%, we all came. So when the time comes and we invoke it, you must heed to our calling. We are saying this because you cannot trap us. We will come and sit here doing government work. You are roaming in our constituencies campaigning. Mr. Speaker, we may not be victims of that. And we mean serious business. If next week all the 138 are not here, Mr. Speaker, we will also send leave of absence for members to also go and be campaigning.
Yeah, chance mobile near business ya. Mo majority for mo ma parliament. Me pesa me katro mo say yan so saade no so kra next week you. Ye ba ye mean ye business. Wo mu ntumi nkwatenantra wonum sa. Na nipa ye te say wo ka say ye deputy minority whip a osaye mrasebeteni ma de say wo banda. Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim. Ni die chi na bole mrasebeteni. Honorable Yusuf Sirimana edibi tuaso no kire say sa suban no a majority for no dadie no enya kura sa parliament aba asetena na obeba abehye minority for no etete wo obi aye set obetu ani be minority one mu a obi ani ho enye.
That's very important because we're supposed to work. But the question I want to ask is, what is it doing to ensure that a side of this house attend to parliamentary business? Look at them. How many of them are here sitting? Now, Speaker, you asked us to come and even work on Mondays, only for you not to come to work. I want to sound a caution that if they don't attend, we will raise quorum as and when it's necessary. And when we do it, Mr. Speaker, nobody should go and put on front pages that some 2 MPs have caused chaos in Parliament. That is not our nature. We are doing our work. We are paid to come and work. We have agreed that even on Mondays we will come to work. Then we come and some will decide not to come. When in actual fact, you should be more concerned because you are the ones who are in government. So that's the caution I want to put across. And I can assure you that I will walk my words. It's not a threat, but let all those who take government money as members of Parliament take this house serious.
Mona mo wa ba mu yan de se to opposition ya krampo ya ba parliament ya no chen mu a mo wa ba mu no we ya mrase beteni a wogina ma de se wo bole Honorable Yusuf Sirimana na majority report osaye mrase beteni e ma de se wo ensa wo mu ado agire ononyamfo Franka Nodompre en wo ka kire minority fo se sa wo yare no wa enwu asusu daase o dan ya dakodakoro bedum so emra sebeje fie hanom asem a moken enyu otenku na ne bedenie adowan so ka ho eduru ba bia mo minority fuyi ye betumi abetena na mumu ba akokura ni wonom ena de asom nan ena mode mu nsesane.
I don't want to go in specific because there are times you are ready to do business and you are nowhere to be found. So, I've already cautioned that I don't want to go into specifics. There are times we are told you have to attend to court, and we have always deferred to you. So when you want to be fair, if my colleague, Pauli Bamboy member, wants to be fair in showing regret in terms of attendance, let him also look at their side. So I think it's an issue that affects both sides of the house. So we cannot belabor the point.
We aye onyanyamfo Franka Nodompre Yenua William Kentu Emmanuel Akoli Mra Sebeje Fiama nebo ene si etie fuotie bi.
Enyumayefo nkabo mu ko de kratsa bi ababonten nyina efa yes hotels yes yeton na sa hotels yes senate for wo mo echefe wom eye ohamabupen aduosia na no ho na senate de krata aba de afa ho wo mo kyerese wo mani de akire pa isanse mpanyufo wo mo na da enyumayefo nkabo mu ko anono wo mo ne mampanyi ekokohia mu efa sa de yi ho eye jumbo no money da neto so eduno enum e wa Jubilee abankese mu na enura eye July bosume ne da to so edu e baako e na osoafo no na hwe nwuma ne apadie ensam so onukro ya so e na ba ye pension ne ho nkro ne ba wono e na kyese edi animu e de ma wo mo wode nsem bi beto mrahye bedwafie ese NPRA agi atomo se senate nton wo mo kyefa ho mabupen aduosia ya e wo hotels no mo emfama na wo mo kyese June bosume da neto so eduno enwotwe e na NPRA wo mo board no eba bonten ede krata betu dwa ese wo mo de ato senate nim se wo mo ntwentwen sa kasasie ne nkomodi efa wo mo hotels a wo mo ton ede ama Rock City Limited no eho na eyo mo nwanwa eyo ma ho dwiri pa ese se si esuafo no edan ho ede sansem no eba betu dwa se na wotwe mienu pe entem ne no ena nyumayefo nkabo mu ko kire se Baby a womu jina na hwa na womu jina efa hotels na womu eton ho hotels mako enan na womu kyerese se eton anya de beboa Ghana nwumayefo enti womu esre senete esanhwehwe ye bia womu de agu akwamu no womu entwam enti efrinya me ya adomo a adwuada ebe July boso me da to so edu enum enwumayefo Ghana nyinara obi antunan emfansi adwumam kopem se senate for ebeba bonten ede abetu dwa ese nkyehye ya no mo nam so aton wo mo chefa wo hotels mu no wo mo agyan anaso wo mo atwa so kratai Dr. Yauba ya wono na atwehwerefo eda Trades Union Congress ano ne sasha CB afe Dr. Isaac Bampo Ado ya wo chairman oda Forum of Public Sector Workers ano ono so sa esha CB ena Kenneth Kumsen o Deputy Secretary General eda Ghana Federation of Labor ano na yenko yewura Joshua Ansa eho o Deputy Secretary eda Trades Union Congress ano yene no edin komo ede afa saa enseme ho yewura Joshua anwumre yemwadwo anamo ne aginasi amoasie yi no wetimi adomu asukọ kakra ede amaye
yo mun eba me dasbe man fo fidie kese sina mi sia na me fo ina na mo ni ejuma ene ejuna pa komesi ne tetia ne tetia ina ni se enje ina the new snake thing some hotel ton abam ya ko ne ya ba ya ne president bushia president assess net board say wo ko take decision na nke yan say miss ne ya ni president bushia ana say no ya tia na minister ko na parliament say NPI for na otu ne ni wo be ka da ba say so ne for entry sa education and sign on after they or say they have approved say wo mon koton hotels no and now you for that organized by the PCI see na say say ban anything in person wo check assembly and you say you for snitch dia pensions at the akoma so obia 100 snitch with an just on pensions so like am na you only know your rasi intene ordinary basis na say fear jode be many bia no ko ejuma ko say snitch ebe officially ejabra organized labor eme ya eshia ni ene nkofo eshia dwe no say woman e kan so woman ebua woman twin sa na shiri nya asai na itire se betin konja ni ajinjin ni ebe ho a ni sin konja nti what three ya ni no command no workers will go to work until snakes right officially to organize labor indicating that they have stopped the decision to sell the 4 hotels.
Yaran so we beka say we dey ase enyimanfo nka mu komu na mo pe matue bi ate na jeza ase mo de kofa senate nsensemi eso esanse mo ankasa no mo mpanyimfo e wo senate board no subi enti senka mu wo ginasie bi anase mu wo bibi anka mu besia no a anka hono mo nka empie kura ka board meetings ni ade amokokọ no ka hono mo na nka wo se mutimi sie agina e wo ho we de mo atena se ayenhwe ha amade na pia babonte afi na mo kasa bebre wo ho e befa ho abete atua wo bi kasa yi asanya na moje no
Whenever Obia Pedia no which Maka, that is their opinion. Obia should send a board, you must send a cipher. Sabio won't go board so now we're meeting and then no more they will say, you're quite board to say. But who will board so let's assembly inquiry, who to me say, I know what friends will raise you. You won't send no one inquiry, no, you raise it. You raise it as well say, Obia, you were gonna say, a kind of woman, some person, I didn't Sabio, Obia. Oh, Abemu at the same time we saw a boy also Chiano on training and old be now was able to be 3 years like that. You know, you will say Yapan and Boa is my 4 and Bovia. It is so because here baby behind that. Many Pano and Yadri. Attempia back, coming at them about the wood to sing here. You see, my in the end, they say a choir. Therefore, so now woman told Yano and your body so, in the body so, yes, say. Woman die, near Sissy Wunkunja, near Kawasa. And to your giant, no behind no baby behind that. I come now by near Kawasa. Say, a bank at the president catching and said, what do you call get decision? Let's say, Snake, before and Frey organized labor. Let's say, never China said, you see, Yama approval. Nipana Oka said, almost transcend and asking question up, say, Yama approval. We never won't catch him what you and your day. It was so fun, what you know, say, the great year was them there, and I want to so say, I don't know, I would be and do to sell come water. If you know, the other Kadia and there, they can say, Umunjai, Umujaya, just you be Jania, you better say, you are nothing, just nothing, you soon conja. If you bought the behind your Bonitia, I didn't know you know, organize the better. Umunjai needs to conja and water.
Say a Rock City for ya or more airton hotels here at the Amomi, almost one more Amoja, Omuntumbium, Omunpibim, and Homogeneous.
And better sponsors are because any Rock City in Yatem. Sabio, any Rock City and Uncle Contopa Snake. No, I know what. I mean, we hear a statement in my essay. Snake should write officially declaring the intention of halting or stopping the deal. And only using a so I can ask them. This is a Snake to pay for extra. Say, organized labor, you think one can get Jaya, and the answer the best is here, sitting here and then, you take a decision on it. And this idea is what I know, Shark and Babasu.
Joshua San, you may have bedwasse.
This one to ask you, number 4 videos, someone can choose my point. I said, yeah, Chabos here, in the bigger printing, Nayari, in the Mwasi.
Yera Joshua Nsan Deputy General Secretary at the Trades Union Congress ano na asem kroya ne atua enwumafo nka bomu ko wo mo atie na Judicial Service Staff Association of Ghana ye twanitia from JUSAC wo mo so de krata aba wo mo kire se mpanyimfo mo eda enwumafo nka bomu ko ano wo mo enefie wo mo koye putupuru enhia mu wo Trades Union Congress nkra ha ya mo nyina adwene akobenku mu esa senate no aye body say le don komi aton no ye hotels makomako enan aton no wo kire se enya de a ebeboa Ghana nyumayefo eninti no wo mo esrese saa enhyehyeye no wo mu entwam ansa na bibufro esi akire de no na organized labor ede ato nyumayefo nyina nim se nyame ya dom adwoada July bosum de to so edunum obi anhwe ene wontu ne nan ensi adwumam se okwa akoye adwuma kopem bra ne womo eka no mpanyufo ede womo aso ebema womo na Judicial Service Staff Association of Ghana JUSAC womo so eka enyumayefo nka bomo ekohu nti womo so ene womo kuoma nyina edi sanhyehyeye we subi ne senti National Executive Council ya eda JUSAC ano ahye se edwoada ebe July bosom de to so edu enum enyumayefo a womo eye adwuma wo Ghana temuo adwuma kuo no no obi anhwe no antune nan amfansi adwumam kopem bra aginasie fofora enyumayefo nka bomuko ebesie no wo mo aso ebete krata yi Yera Samuel Afote Otu oye national president and osan chairman eda National Executive Council wo mo eda JUSAC anonensa ena ehyasie
na Rock City ena ode krata ye pia bonten or say Rock City the ultimate destination na krata what recommend Director General Social Security and National Insurance Trust Pension House Accra ana omodema ura Kofi Osafomafo ona Director General etifi asem wo se yate ye ho afiri bed no asem no nie nanka yenim se international competitive wa will be a BDB. Ena woman so ebebi di bi omu ba ye kura no omu ni adwuma akọ baako edunum en womu nyina edu won ho hye mu wie ya mo se Rock City en womu nsaka enije semnie na afei asam no agbo wonum pisase yan kote a stakeholders yahudo bi raise concerns edba sa agency a wapesanka saa hotels wagye no nkofo kasa ho na kasa no krampo wo sha ensamkyerefo mu a sade wo musi kan sam yaai wahu na wo mute ya senetefo nso ene ensamkyerefo kodi esia asamu a wo mu de ba no wo mu nim se bia wo mu kodi fende investor no a wode ne sika ba besemu a womu so kokano bibi soron kokora enti ucha ensamu a ebeba de fa se ginesi Rock City na nkompesu womu etosa asasi aye adwuma commentary ahodo a eba stakeholders ahodo ensamu a womu kande fa ho no ama womu interest ya na womu no womu atiasan etumekuo te se Rock City brandia womu ekowiase afa na nyina womu ntena ho se obi edi omani enyam ebechichiri fom na saa asem ya ba yesei so womu ka ejaman si feltia enya wonum so a enya asem ketewa ye kire edi abrewo se dekrata yi investment ya nank ye pese ye beye ewo mo shares ya na moton no ya chiasan ye nya anye bio afi die tatu okra no sade ebeya akuntabuo pepepe ye ebede die ewo mutumedi a wo mutie nyina munti enkankra ta bia efa anamontu a wo mutuye nyina nka mompo brehye na mansan enhwe bi se bia wo mu ye mfumsuo bi wo mu a afi ye pese ye de yensem no esi hayia ne tietemu ane se ekurase waka wanya anwe Rock City watene ho afrim. Thank you Rock City Hotel.
Yentu akasiabo no sonko ensamfofro emo president ene kofabai ya Oda Center for Intellectual Excellence ano Canada Dr. Hilda Fanka Arthur enwode atudwa ache ehia se enwuma etimi identity yahodo bi ewura wo mudwumadie mu a ebeboa amemfa so bebre abadwuma wo moye ne so na ede empuntio abem enti watu din se sustainable inclusion diversity equity and accessibility ya eternity afren idea na wo kire se enhwemu ahodo bi a wo mo aye ede afa saa idea no ekyese enwumaku ahodo a wo mutimi etasetase kwan ahodo na kwan foforo mo faso edi dwuma so wo mbehwe amadwuma wo mudie no faso bebre etimi abaso na wo manfo a eba wo ho ebeje moa na se ba mo ene wo bedi enkita ho bedi dwa no wo so kuma ebeto wo yem no eboa pa emma enwuma etimi etumpon eboa etwe ahoho emmo mo di sika ebewura enwuma mu ewo meyi emu na wo de sansemi ekoto dwa ebra wo de World Diversity in Leadership Conference ehye so ewo Canada mema we ene de etoso enai na Center for Intellectual Excellence ya Dr. Hilda Fanka Arthur ene dano ena na isi wo estre so no chese wo maye yenhyiemu akase ahodo ba miensa no mutemu hu se emfaso bebre ene free mu aba.
What are some of the impacts we can track over the years? Of course, we cannot mention everything in one setting, but we wanted to share a high overview. So the work we do is complementary to many other initiatives. And I'd like to borrow the words of Helen Keller, that quote and quote, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. So we do recognize all the different DEI work that is going on all around us. Around the world. Throughout the last 3 years, Model Conferences has attracted participants from different continents around the world who have generously shared insights and ideas on various topics. We are cognizant of the fact that DEI initiatives thrive on collective efforts.
na enuachi ena ode etu dwase wo hwe akasafo a womo abekasa odwumadie no asepen ekono a etimi di nkomo ahodo pii ena aba ena dinkita hodie sonkososo aba ya mpo no enhyiamu no achi no womu dididi womo ho nkomo eboabo anwumanwuma ahodo enti ede adwenemo foforoye aba ena sa adwenemo foforoye nsoso eba eboa emma enwumakuo timi de hyehyeye foforo ewura enwuma womo eyenmu na timi de nsakraye pa etimi aboa so ama ejinasia won besie no etimi edimpuntio aba wo munwumemu.
So this event seeks to promote solution to address inequalities by advocating for diversity in leadership. We also facilitate growth and advancement through innovation and inclusive strategies. The event is positioned to ignite conversations and propose actions that will encourage a top-down approach to addressing issues in different industries. Woodall focuses on providing tools and strategies that can be leveraged to pursue actions needed to bring about changes beyond policy statements and promises. We believe very strongly that there is strength in diversity, and this talent underpins what we do each year at the World Diversity Leadership Conference. Embracing and valuing differences will lead to more robust, innovative, and inclusive outcomes. Also, diversity of thought helps in exploring multiple angles to a problem, often leading to more creative and effective solutions.
Enia oti ye President Nekofa by Oda Center for Intellectual Excellence Canada and no Dr. Hilda Fanka Arthur Yenua Samson Kwame Nyamiche ene buansemiano ebaye.
Na head of department Emma Social Work University of Ghana Dr. Augustina Nami ena wakase na eye tumedie bia wodie etifi asemode to so wase social work field education a tool for social development na ho ana wo kyerɛkyerɛ mu a wo kyerɛ sɛ saa tumedie ya wodie wo department wo no ɛho hia pa ɛsɛso wo manfo enyemu ntiase de kodie pote pa ya wo mo ye ɛwɔ ho
ye butai tutu pa ni se obia ne ho kire no a ohun ko be faso a obetimi akeka ne ho ayenye obia tinye bi ewo society mo so we work with the vulnerable population. We are social work we are a profession of diverse faces. That is what social workers do. Yeah, they are tried, you know. We also will be all the theoretical knowledge. We train them, we teach them. But we share say and say we want to find out how to marry the theoretical knowledge that we inculcate in our students to the practice that happens on the field.
And the field. The say Okase or your head of department Emma Social Work University of Ghana Dr. Augustina Nami one fancy one more or sa to us on what resu Osha a student here umu presi umu ewo practical settings afie temu nkwase na ekekako 400.
Your numbers also is increasing because see some of our classes are large. And, you know, last year, for instance, we placed about 400 students for field work. Omodosi. University of Ghana, Office of Students with Special Needs. And usually, you know, students no more issues in Office of Students with Special Needs. Omobwa said a beya omodisua ambesua waha omuhia I was say omuti edisua de ma eyeno de pebima na omukofie those who we make sure say omeko bia omomwe bebre.
We Dr. Augustina Nami na lecturer o Department of Social Work Dr. Kingsley Sa to Mott answer the bit to us on what they say womu hia aban emwa titulu pa wo social work initiative wa omo no.
So one thing that government needs to do is to support with a lot of resources. A lot of agencies working in the social field do not get the resources that they need to work with. So government has been doing its bit, but we want government to do more than we are seeing now. That when government budgets, it should release the funds for sectors or agencies in the social field so that they can execute their mandate, they can contribute their quota. If you only commit to say that we will do this and the resources are not made available to them, they will not be able to deliver, and that society will not be balanced.
We a lecturer award Department of Social Work, Dr. Kingsley Sir Mont. Yenia George Osei.
Why you mo foforo bi a senior lecturer or science a senior research fellow ewo Kumasi Technical University Professor Smart Sapon ono ena sanhwemu wo ye na babeto dwa ese ukopie mu ewo NPP Parliamentary Primaries na nyame ya domo a ekoso July bosom de to so edunan no am na agye bafo awua ono ejina aprebi ono ena nitibe yi amotimi edimu enkunum esanse ni hwehwemu a ye no ko piemu ese wanya kra na enye ohama bupan aduoson na saa abato enyina ho sunsanso no anase ne nam so eba ye ene se MPP empanyimfo agito mu se menhia South Mashebedweni Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe se wo mayi no so no ena emebo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia echidom na wo mo enko emfie mpimienu ene aduonu nan abato emu na Professor Smasapon bra woni P7 kasebo edwetwe nkomo no okire mu se menhia South hono ankasa no eye MPP amayoko no baabi a wo munyina so no ewo soro pa na ese ye to aba wo mu anya kura wo menhia South no mabupan aduoson ne de akire kura wo mu enya ewo abato biemu ena afenso no ade ba ko a wo hunu ewo menhia South no mo na ene se ehonom no eye biaya a wo mu akosuku papa ntie nimdifo ewo ho ne abenfo ewo honom a kyerese wo di gususu dua ne ebe ho mabupan aduokono de eye nipa wo mo akosuku ewo menhia South no kyerese eburo mamu ni nyina kra no de eso enti sania omanfo no wo mo adwene asi akọ efa Dr. Prempe ni sia na mu ho no wo mo ejina enema hodo be miensa bi eso ese obi a oye enkabomuni anase otimi kanipa bom obi a wo hwehwe no a ubehunu no ena obi nsusu asebe udin gina paso ebon ho dawru se woton no a omanfo ebeto na obi anso animsem se eba te se amanyosem obi nkosi anemu an amayoko bi anemu ni ade a wo se delegates no ehunu obi a oye obi a okanipa bom afenso obi a sebe wutai hu no otimi ne ho wodom wo gini patum na oni ni pantem kitahudie eye kama na afenso no ogina ha wotum say yes bema nie anase obesima enie no mu hunu saa eniema nyina wona na agye bafo awua emu
mene madwuma yefo ye se ne yebebo afa ho na ye se ne ho nso nkomo no etie na esisudua miensa titru a yegina so de hwe nipa no ekwa kanse ni nyina ho odin eye number 1 the unifier criteria ne etoso mienu a yegina so sisudua a etoso mienu eye what we call visibility obi asabio onfa ne ho entete na constituency ne ye bibia sabio de ho shem na afa ne etoso miensa eye whether you have the traits of a best replacement unse opani na onso wo gina bia timi represent a better replacement for nipa no a okwakodina na de nti sa sisudua miensan na so hwehwehwemu ni mu a yegina so de sesen panimfo ni nyina ho odin na oka ni nyina bomu a overall no opani baako a ne din de lawyer na agye bafo awua enem se na ho odin ne wosoro pa wo sisudua miensan ni nyina so
na wokyerese wohwe onipa wo mde ne ekwa akogina no a delegates ehunu no se oyobi a wode no kodwa so se wo kobɔ no ho dawura ton no a wo mo ebeto enti wo hu se bia na agye ba awua no bafo awua oyobi a oka nipa bom oni nipa be ohamabupen aduoson emienu achiriponum 72.5% delegate in edi ho nkomo wotai hu no oni nipa ntem kitahudie etesen eno so ohamabupen aduoson miensa achiripo miensa ena womo eje nutumu epene so saa ena afen so no delegate ya womo ebua na tense eba ye pe obi a obetimi esi Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh anemu ya ebin kakura no a eno so enipa bese omabupen aduoson emiensa chiriponum eno no omkasa ya womo eje ne so esa na ousu afriye Prempeh ono so womo hunu se oyobi a oye nkabomuni okanipa nyina bom eno no delegate omabupen aduonu baako echiripo 21.4% en womo eje no sa ena afenso se ubehunu no wohwehwe no a ubehunu just wonye na ewo empesia no eso eno so omabupen aduonu echiripo enso ena delegate for no so yebisa wom se wo pe ensianemu a obesi Dr. Poku Prempeh nemu a ebi enka eno so delegate omabupen aduonu echiripo enum ena womo eka eje so sa afei yewura kwasi koka jambibi ono so wo me kire se wo ye obi a oka nipa ebom ono so nipa hwe chiripo enum 0.5% delegate na ekan afi se wo hwehwe no a obehu no so hwe chiripo num ena se wo pe ensianamu pa ebi enka no eno so hwe chiripo enum 0.5% ena delegate a wono mo ekasa no ekafa ne ho
well over 70% there and I'm say the constituency for no ehunu owo quite a good records and I say omuwo the dimpa kakra constituency for no especially on these three criteria ni otoso mienu also a free Prempeh senior yehu report ni mu no ono so nya over 20% chese no so auditor so mienu na wonu mu a edidi so enti ni titru no sa hwehwemu no senior ekokowie no na nipa eto abawo Menchia South nyame adoma kwasi da around 600 yani mu 415 ena ekasa ye for me hwehwemu bia etiminya senior yenya ye 72% of the population yetimini omubo nkomo no elevation factor na chese obaku bi okasa na dwenkyere no sebe ejina homa etimi jama nipa baako anase baako ne fa kakra bi what it means is that the findings are likely to be repeated if nothing strange happens enti ye hwese na nyame aduma kwasiada ebe akowie ba se bibia ansesa Menchia South for say hwehwemu aye ne chese dodo no ano aye omadwuni esi omadwuni pi na ma menka fa ntwa to so say constituency ni a very elite constituency chese wonu mo ho no mo omadisua na so munim de kwa anim pa na de ba kwa wo elite constituencies ho ne say aya na omu esi gina ya enta nye sika na enye hunhuna bi na enye bibibi netimi esese omadwuni
Any senior lecturer or senior research fellow ewo Kumasi Technical University Professor Smart Sapon na ye kwa homaso yen century ni penyino tonkra free Asante Mantemo Samson Kwame Nyameche ewa homaso senior chef madwai
ye ni amini aba
so far enipa dodo san na air contest
yo me da say Menchia South enipa and senior Professor Smart Sapon aye adwuma ewo ho no yeso yetimi abawura constituency nipa and 9 no nana afriye owusu Prempeh nana lawyer ejei bafo ewura akwasi koka jambibi ena James owusu boache nipa and 9 ena ejina na abano eto de ohwe prof na adwuma oye no constituency ho no na ohwe ne yeso yewo Menchia South news team ye yahwe no abano ejira nipa mienu so eye lawyer nana ejei bafo ewua no wono na ehwe dikan a de otoso no eye nana afriye owusu Prempeh na sei na efitie nipa total number of delegates no eye 569 no emu 535 eye polling station executives we free 107 polling stations, 5 delegates from each polling station, and the next 5 by 107, over 537. After 17 constituency executives, after a year council of elders, a year 5, Council of Patrons 5, Member of Parliament Bako, and Electoral Area Coordinators, so yes, and to Kabuma 569. Now, Osha senior yes, he can consider better abano. Mentia South here, a quack as a winter mean fat save your crook to a diadina, a yukru. Now, yes, so based on Professor Smartapo, yes, news team, yes, you are. Your name constituent executive in the Biakasa, your name polling station for the Biakasa. No share say a din ni no a edikan yes I din ni no near one nim a percentage prof sika and near ma miensa wo gina so e de ye yes you call honom no say abatuo senior prof sika no nya delegates yi na to the bia e ya na etimi ya say wo wura mensia south na oni amanfo din koma e ya kwese lawyer Nana Ej Bafo ewura no ne bin edikan pa a wo hye ebinum mini ebinum din kobo omo kire ni enti a wo mususu se lawyer no to aba ede mana ebetimi aboa ama wono so watimi agina eye Dr. Matropoku Prempe anaso betimi si na nam ewo menhia honom omo kire ne modern mo eniema waye omo ye adwuma honom a ne oye nemu obi a ono so o ka se ebia onto amana na se owu no na cha se obi obebodi no eye nana efriye owusu eye Prempe a ono so e kan nti wo hwe nipa 4 ne dia mini aba nipa 2 enya wanwa se abano be a percentage one be 98-96% ne dia nipa 2 ne betimi afa a yesu se senior e kono de se the prophecy kan no ega nipa 3 mu de ontimi nemu senior omusike kan na mpanyimfo ye no omutwetwe nkomo menja 1000 enya wanwa se nyame ya adom a Sunday ebi ebedu awia be 2 pm ebe declare abano se ya di senior amanfo si kasa no saa na bejira so de enya ade ebe ye news kura se lawyer Nana Ej Bafo ewura no ebetimati enkonim
yada se Samson Kwame Nyameche ena ote nenkanom
na enche bia na Volta River Authority for the betu da se akoso modam no ayema enti wo mu bebie na nsuo ni bia kɔ asɛm ya wɔka yi emra sebeteni a wogyina ma adehye ɛwɔ Northton Samuel Okujeto abrakwa wonabo ɔkyerɛ so wɔda wona ne nkɔɔfoɔ wo mu hu dwa wo mu pa sɛ yɛ tiefo animsɛm dada sɛ afie temu hɔ ɛbra wo mu kɔbie nsuo yasɛm a ɛde baayɛ na nya asɛm ketewa adehye a wo mu tete Volta Lake ne ntɛntɛn hɔ ekura no ho ka mu pa yɛ mepe wo mu ho kyere wonum papa na asɛnduru so abia ɛgya nkɔfoɔ adwentene ne ayemka ɛtrɛ sɛ wo mu mfudie ya nsuo sisa ne nyinaa kɔɔyɛ wo mu mmoa na deɛ ha ne sɛ na enum wɔ baabi na mpanimfoɔ de bɛtu dwa so nkɔfoɔ yi yɛbɛyɛ omo resettlement yɛbɛyi omo afiri hanom sɛ yakɔma baabi foforɔ ama omo akɔtena de bɛsi nnɛ saa resettlement no maaye enti weyɛ a yɛba bɛbie sei ɔse wɔda wɔnna.
This cannot continue, and I live in fear. Now, constituents are calling. Is it going to be like last year? What will happen? And I'm not aware that even the preparedness measure, how to construct evacuation centers, how to make sure this time people are aided out of harm's way, and all of those things that need to be done. I'm not sure that they've been done. Because even compensation has not been paid as we speak. Government housing not done. So, Mr. Speaker, it's as if this disaster is being ignored and sections of our citizenry are being left on their own. I don't want to believe that really is the motive. So, Mr. Speaker, I pray that this will be the last Friday that I'm reminding leadership and reminding this House that the probe ought to commence work so that we can learn lessons so that the needed institutional reform can be carried out.
Na enu ati na wɔkyerɛ sɛ adeɛ baako a ɛha ne sisie ɛyɛ proper measures a mpanimfoɔ de begu akwan mu sɛ nsuo yi a wo mu ba bebie ɛhefa na ɛbɛfa wɔkyerɛ sɛ nkɔɔfoɔ yi ankasa ɛna wohyɛ asetena mu a emu ayɛ denende manipeta ne ho bebia nta yɛsa de wei sa bɛpii wo no so a wo mbɛkɔ ahoyehia mu paa.
committee of inquiry. There was no challenge. No single member rose up to oppose the relevance of such an inquiry. And once again, we are here, total inertia, no action. Mr. Speaker, every day we wake up as members of Parliament. We want to work. We want to serve our country. We want to live up to the expectations of the people. But we face so many impediments, so many barriers, and you really can't see. We don't know whether there's some unseen hands or some ghosts. I don't know. Maybe one of these days, Mr. Speaker, we should probably submit to some national deliverance session, so that we can all be delivered from the inertia which is upon this house. Because I really don't know what is happening. I have followed up. Every Friday I raise it. I've discussed with leadership, gone to Speaker's office. I've issued many reminders, letters. There is nothing in the rule book, Mr. Speaker, that I have not pursued. I've even tweeted, X, Facebook, media engagement. There is no week that I don't talk about this matter, Mr. Speaker. And I have become a broken record.
North Tom Rasebejini, Honorable Samuel Kujeto Ablakwa. Na ni die ti na majority TV Honorable Frank Anodom pre etrese enokura asem no mum de agene enti oni speaker beka bum na Minister of Works and Housing asa kabum na a committee e ka ho omu ado asem no mu asiko no de abetom rasebejafo anim.
The Honorable Dr. Opoku Prempeh attended upon this house. I was in the house then. He briefed us on happening afterwards, the aftermath of the spilling. He gave us a detailed briefing. But I see your two issues. You raised issues related to the aftermath of the spillage, which I think he came to brief this house on. And then you are calling for a probe. You also said that he has even reached out to the Speaker, and that is not seeing the light of day. In this house, the Speaker has the final say on these matters. So probably we in leadership should get back to the Speaker for the appropriate advice. But I think you have a point, and we must all show sympathies to Honorable Ablak. On the resettlement, I am aware the Minister for Works and Housing will soon be in this house. If not next week, I'm sure, because I related personally. I have families who also live at Esojaman and part of your constituency. And I'm not saying this because I have families there. It's because we have Ghanaians there and must respond to them. He's going to announce a resettlement package. So probably we should be patient and wait for him on that.
Honorable Frank Anodom pre majority TV Yenia William Gentu and Emmanuel Akoni.
Na Convention People's Party CPP ena womo so achre womo NJ sonko efa chaupa Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh otu oye Frank Atuni abedi achre da NPP amayuko ano ode aba na wachese chaupa no nyese bia o pese woka edigu anaso odi twi Ghana mampanyi odi kan osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah odi twi n'anim na odi gu ne ho fin na sabio kasabia no ewa enase doso a eya na bone kakra aba befrem na po eka nyina ne se nyese bia oka edi atwi mampanyi dada bi abona kutia anase atwi n'anim na odi chaupa aba eti osese Ghana for enfanche na semi ho na kwankyerɛ for penyo ne hwe nkita hodie so ewo CPP amayuko mo Sylvester Sapo Soprano wodi to dwa so nani aso anamon a napo etuo no gidie mapase oyobi a otie futuo na ne party for kora no wo mo adwene amaso se bi oba be pacho na nso wa free ni pem aba be pacho no de na kyese wa bre no ho ase aye krado so obesom men.
You have to say Napo apologize. Initially, you should say, oh yes, sir. Now you should say, be I should say, oh, you're too important, say, or be patch or an answer, or say, off me. But let her know the bar out, you know. I just say, indeed, Napo, or you're the type of person, or say, I'm a sign Kasa, I would see. My very, very impressed with, the reaction of the actual letter, me sure they apologize, you know. What says, oh, you're listening leader. This is what we are looking for in this country. Leadership that will recognize the voice of the people and then react. Say because we the leader, but so that humility shown by Napono and we want all politicians, especially those in leadership, to take a lesson from what Napo has done.
Na we nyina chi no che se ne party no so wo mo de wo krata ebeba fa sa che opa no nyame ya do madwada.
In fact, Yami Adoma, Yabema full response to Napo apology no Eduarda Airbe 15th July. And we will give a comprehensive breakdown.
Na awie so na political science lecturer ya War University of Education winning by Dr. Isaac Brako Parliamentary kasi bomo na ode etu dwasi sudua se hu hia pa se enipa wokọ wanase wanofum ana wofum okwan bi so a wutimi eba bonten ebe pache oni nyina fa Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe chewpai ana se ne nsem ekoto dwai eho ne waka nyina ne se Ghana fo so ye wo fache honhom yesu chese ewura yen tituru kra ne se panyimu bi ehunu se wafom na waba bonte abepa chewe ne ho a ne agemu ama kanti bra woni yenua kwabenamafo twetwe enkomo no ena Dr. Brako ede adwenkyere bi eba se Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe se wayi nanim se opeso obesom men sompa befa konwa kase etena so de a ene ohia kasakere se de ebe ya eniema bi wo ho no mo a onkoka anase onfa ne ho enkoforefore mu
efititititi no ya mamre mo saa ne ya ye no ababeti ne enti wanda enu na wababe pache ne de na esese ye jai meka na ye de ne mfomso eche no semia o fife ana o sere no esese enkofo ne metina se o di djuma ewo akwanfoforo so no eye different from se wo di djuma se vice running me adom ye wa adom wa obey vice president enti se omo ni mamanyo se mu omadomo suko no ebi ben no mu ekyekye no se we yenye ne se we ko ne se na ne tetiro pa no de obekwakoka odwom no ebe ya omo kru kire wo ma no
na Dr. Brako san edeka ho ese ni signature ya eni krata no so no eno enkyere se enyo no ne twroye
one was so the party no edin and one no din ewo mu anya sa head no nti one was letter head de enya de ye de ma huna keke enti no no kire se efiri ni fie efini ho na eba enti no no eyi ni firi mo se efiri baby hunu bia efi krate no a eho na eba sa letter head de sabe yenkoton ne dwa so a obi abetinya kotobi atwero eniema wo so dia koye de wope
Any awuti ye political science lecturer at University of Education winning by Dr. Isaac Brako and semi nyina Elizabeth Ejen ena Isabella Danso ena Ebuano Baye.
Na a political scientist Dr. Mache Boateng ena ononso kasa asem kroye bi na ewie Parliamentary kasa bom no wane nua ya akona kasa en wata Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Penny a wotu Frank ama MPP amanyuku ena o challenge JDM wa ono so tu Frank ama NDC amanyuku se wamra no wamunya debate na yamche hu yisu na no ena Dr. Amache Boateng atreso kasa tenti antoponko sa debate no enwuhia na debate ya enkofo hwehwe pa ye omu asetnem sebia nipa na setnem te sai impuntuo te sai na economy ni sitie eniyama bi sei ana nkofo epetie na sebia ye man to podium peni ba akugina no mu nkasa mu obia no munsuo ngusuo de enya no na beso ye hawo no
to kan say abatwa ye kwakotu ayi o man mu mpanifo ye said ye be ya empuntu obeba o man na sa abatwa ye kwakotu enu tinu hwan ne obia odi osie eye oyo enye obia sabia musabia nya do oka nsem enne okina na akogina baabi na wadane nano eji o man Ghana obia ye gina Omani si kasam as esitie na wo hwe nkoso ai wo omani mu si kasam a o se yi sa debate no ai betimi ama sabia nyado nipa enhede ni nimdia ya ni eti omani ne mo betimi akasa ense se ma sa akwanya no ba nju busame every baby am work from the class baby Ghana gina samre betimi adijuma ama omani where Ghana stands now we don't need that debate they need debate
na ayasa bisa se na debate betumi ama obi agena sesa wa abato wa se han nokure wo se obi ano ne kasa pa ede obetumi asese obi agena so wa hwa obekwa akoyi Adolf Hitler
ya da aki bibi sei eda no ho ajiwo Dr. Bawumia nkasa emu enu tinu when you know a Shabuki, I say, and yet debate here. One Casa, Omuma, one wire, and no one I shall catch it's me, a done in Nipani Biagi. It's me, a set Biano, and Nipani B. I owe my PA. If you are one more acting CP, so vegetable, so vegetable Nifa. Me in the public is Adolf Hitler, Emma of mine. It's me in Timacox, that debate in your badino. It's me, Sandy Panibi, my more Emma of mine. To the extent to say, out of 10 people, it's that debate in the best may in Pabaqua, or Yaman Boenino. Debate in Shada at the end of the day, as soon as Shada Nimfa so the police are Emma of mine.
Enna asamwa Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe eka yese mukwame nkruma no eno wagene sei eno watere se sebi mfantefosi enyima kitwa intume nka kitu nkantenso enya hɔ no kura na sese wode na asam kura no wode fa
Osan Akan say Samre no mra twamako efi kwa menkuma mra so ebeto den obi anya adwuma enchen na adun osan hyemu kina wo sa ni chawpamu no ani kan say sa ni chawpamu no agya tum okasatia president Kufo eno kra ni say oka asem ni wiye onya kwanya atwen hu okọ apro owa probomu no osan gina ne na so kan say ogina ba bi ogina na Ghana form pen no kra achawpa no pressure ono any party dia to no so enye sincere osa chopa no spontaneous feeling kwani say oye pani o begina say Dr. Baumia be diachire amre bi baba no Dr. Baumia na me na adum no di nkunimu a emre bi ba otukwan a papa yi na be di oman anim
we a political scientist Dr. Amache Boateng Yenua Prince Bafo Asamoah.
Otie Kasebo Free Peace 104.3 FM.
Na Remy Spices ya dauruma mo text message ya modeba no. Oti Remy goat aba, Remy chicken aba, Remy jollof aba, ena Remy beef. Se uye aduane a nipa dodo eba bedibie. Anase occasion a party engagement ya nipa dodo ba wo mbedidi a de obia pese wote ewe aduane a wo die mu eye Remy Spices ya to apete shops ya wodu nyina benya biato Remy ema aduane ayede ye gina we so na ya home kase ebo no sutia wabi ye bebe sisia.
Happy delightful June. Wachulala, swachulala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Epe pashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe happy delightful juice against with toast, cereal, and even them cool. And we ate a bread and fifi. The monster fridge man. Happy delightful juice. One of what? And you be here. I come out to relax anyway. So I know when you're. Let's say what a chamado. Happy delightful juice. Off and a baby, I bring you all day long. One fruit juice. I'm happy delight. One different flavors. Different size. You number 1 letter. Number from 150 and 250 ml. If a market beer. Delightful juice. Loaded with taste.
Tune it in. Turn it up.
Peace FM.
And rip off the knob.
Yama yetiefo akwaba kasebo no wasi. Amansan tiame kwabena afo ana.
Mame biama kwafo.
Oson's chemist at the Oson's garlic capsules. Yanomwa bem say so many years in here. And that's where timidity team. Say ya dear bakawa to form dear oboa. Oson's chemist or dear dear beer bed daswa. A you authentic number 1. MTN network neswa denti. Ghana fana baby abekubia MTN ewo. We take for you everywhere you go. High Sense Ghana ewo home appliances ya papa insurose ebedum light ye anase light beba with the frame anampo se apra na abete ejina bibi ejina no a enema pai this year sie fie ne office de ye toni nyina every High Sense ejusio everyday price for everyday people. I mean scientific herbal and alternative medical hospital ewa dance die Oko on mushe ni pampem di adanse efa ameho a hu say yes yade no otini wi di kwesi wo naase omu betu ase ama omu adi yade free ebibremu aman so ebi fra manone wako a enko enso oba amen scientific ya ne yade no ase atu ne ho ato no ose allow shafi erade na yaresafo 0245275254 Dolphin roofing system abodan baako bese kamia ese Ghana dan nyina kro no waboso wo boda so mane yakono enti da bia wo bia pedofin de ehia ne se wesi dan no awie na wode eho esoboni ade nyina kodan no obekate wani bete no no waboso kama te said ye wo peno a fa wani kire East Legon Allied Filling Station enta wono mpe opposite a theological seminar fra wonu mu 0543661716 Novus Industries and Trading Limited na wachi ikone wiye jumedi ahodo bebre wo ho etitire beba de wo bia panom aye coconut milk drink Novus original flavor melon banana pineapple and a mango Novus Industries and Trading Limited fra 0533 733 028 budget cash and carry at the Bruggens aba 20 years abaye ya no sa di besin esan say many pediani nya hoden a wo hwehwe no a de ya adwuma emfa ni subrini ani sutin bia emre wo ya no Bruggens energy drink titru pa footballers no ugina goprama so ahun say yes ahode a mehwehwe na mensa kan o padudu atu aye 0208 128 187 abusiafo yadamase ama momoniti a Erade asomje nka mo nyina.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knobs.